Greetings, Royal Queens and Kings. It's your host, Queen Tulsa, and welcome back to the Queen Tulsa Show. I am your host, Queen Tulsa. Listen here, YouTuber gets attacked YouTuber attacks subscriber while shopping in Target. Y'all, I thought we were boycotting Target. I gotta give y'all the news. Did y'all know that we were boycotting Target, honey? They were, the DEIs. I never changed. Hello? Dude said, "Oh, you married to a white man." Well, guess what? When they say DEI, I don't care if I was married to a white man, a Indian man, a Chinese man, a Mexican man. When my people say we are boycotting Targets, we're boycotting Target. Whether if I have a white husband, a black husband, it does not matter. When it goes against, and see, that's what y'all don't understand. Back in the day when it was time to boycott, everybody boycotted. How you on here trying to go at an elderly woman that has so much life experience on her? You're actually trying to get where she is in life. She didn't live her life. What's up with these young people being comfortable with cussing these old folks out? Why are y'all so comfortable? Because that's how y'all talk to y'all mama. If you don't respect, man, please. You know if somebody got house manners, you know if somebody was raised well in the way that they act and they treat the people around them. Listen here. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, and neither are we all saying that we're perfect. But my thing is, I don't feel like I need to have credentials to stand up for something that's right. You're sitting over here with your dry channel, with your bald head. You look like you're older than what you are, ODS. To be honest, you lived a hard knock life. You the one rolling around here acting like you trying to help people and trying to get your sexual fantasies popping. Okay? So stop trying to say everybody else is on that type of time. You the one that everybody know that went to go mess around with Rico. You and KRN. That is not everybody's ministry. Clock that T. That's not everybody's ministry, sweetheart. You were wrong, you were nasty, and you've been, like I said, I've noticed that ODS has been going at women like, baby, he's been out here, he'll windmill against a woman quick, fast, and in a hurry. It comes second nature. Comes second nature like the Jackie and Christie. And we're going to be going live about that right after this broadcast because there's so much bad behavior. There is so much misinformation in the Black community that y'all aren't stepping up and sounding off about. Y'all there for the drama and stuff, but when stuff start making sense, then everybody want to run and try to grab their wigs, Lady Nika. Lady Nika gonna say sometimes it's just best to just stay in the chat. How about sometimes it's best to find your voice? How about sometimes it's just time to stand up and find your voice? I see why you said that. I see why you said that, Lady Nika. I mean, look at your life. in shambles, lying about having a husband, lying about this, that, and the third. Like, girl, come on now. Like, girl, we can't even count on you to give a damn contest to somebody that's gonna actually be for the community. Girl, you gave it to somebody and he went right behind your back and started giving it out to other people. Y'all come on over here. I didn't get in. Dudes, they always gonna look out for each other. When are y'all gonna realize that? The dudes, it's bros before hoes with some of these guys. These dudes, they have no issue with going up at y'all ladies. And y'all just sit up there and y'all just cool with it. When are y'all gonna find a backbone? Y'all find a backbone to discriminate. Y'all find a backbone to go up against a sister, but y'all ain't got none of this heat for these dudes. The only thing that y'all got for these dudes is y'all wallet. Just because they give you a little bit of attention, you good. Just because you get a shout out, just because you get to hang out on a panel, but he get to call you all types of names in the book. Step your ussies up. Stop letting these dudes run over you. Say it with your chest. They don't have a problem with saying it with theirs. Listen here, this is the moment that I have been waiting for because I don't fit in with them. And I wanted them to know that. Baby, I don't fit in. Listen here, I am a leader. I am not the follower. Baby, I'm the head. I will not be the tail. And then you had Sassy up there with her overgrown ass. Just egging it on, just egging it on. Why would you be up there egging it on for young people to go at this older woman? The woman just said that she had just went to the hospital. What is wrong with you? You get off to it. Y'all live in misery. Y'all live in and getting off to somebody else's pain, somebody else's hurt, somebody else's sorrow. Now let me get some things clear. I just started singing a song. Hold on, as a matter of a fact. And see, this is how you know a hit dog is gonna holler. If you weren't doing nothing wrong, then what would you be worried about? What would you be worried about? I was in the chat singing this song. When somebody's trying to detain me when I don't want to be detained for no goddamn reason, yeah, that's how the fuck I act. Naturally. Ask anybody who knows me. What you in school for? The fuck are you talking about? Why are you detaining me? You about to lose your job. And you about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing. And you're telling me for nothing. And you about to lose your job. You ain't even got no job. Cause you crazy. Okay, so that's what I was referring to. I mean, he was over there detaining Miss Purple, like, oh, we gotta hold you, we gotta take back your paperwork, we gotta go back in the office, we gotta hold you here, and now we just giving you the walk away papers. What do me and this woman have to do with each other? But you knew that you did something wrong, and then you said that I was her representative. Thank you so much for giving me my credentials, because my biggest dream is to go to law school. My biggest dream is to go to law school, and for you to say that I showed up as a representative, that let me know that I'm doing the right thing. All right, let me put this poll up. That's what you call integrity. Doing the right thing when nobody's watching. Doing the right thing when nobody's watching. I did put up a poll. Do you think Queen Tulsa did the right thing? It's a yes or a no question. I will only put, if anybody can just help us out with a super sticker, our goal, we just need a $20 goal. Okay. We'll keep that up for about 45 minutes if you guys want to help us expand my talents. So the $20 for the goal will be to expand my talents. If y'all want more real life talks like this, if y'all want me to be calling these people out, if y'all want me to make sense of it all when they are out here running bullshit in front of your faces, I need you guys to support me. When you guys support me, it helps me. Okay? It helps me. Like I said, when it comes to an elderly person that is unable to fend for themselves, of course, you can see me rolling up. Ask Miss Dovey. Ask Miss Dovey. When Miss Dovey was going through all that mess with KRN and what's her name? K Fit. We were on the phone. I said, listen, Miss Dovey, and I kid y'all not, God is my witness. God can strike me dead. I was on the phone with Miss Dovey. I said, Miss Dovey, I said, don't get into no mess. I said, Miss Dovey, I need you to be focused on your health. And I gave her a plan. I need this. When while you're, recovering and things like this, Miss Dovey, I need you to do this. Miss Dovey went outside of my guidelines, and y'all can see that Miss Dovey ended herself up in a lawsuit. I'm not out here trying to take down people, especially my elderly people. Like, I love my elderly people. And that's 100. Like, I love my elderly people. Like, my grandma was my best friend. So yeah, it hits different. You don't get the right to tell somebody how they should receive what you are doing. If you had content, you wouldn't have had to had an elderly lady up there to go in on. If you had a topic, if y'all had something interesting going on, it would have been a conversation and not an attack. And that's what it was. And while you're sitting up there pushing your Target buggy around like you just cool, y'all, this dude was up in Target shopping. They told us to stay up out of Target, take our black dollars to our community, shop black. But this dude, he wanted to go up in Target. That's why I told him. I said I'll never fit in because, like I told him, I said, ODS, you sold your soul and your booty hole. Like, dude, you traveling around town to chase dudes that are dealing with the house in Virginia. Dude has the house in Virginia, but you made it your point in your business to go. The man said he just needed some help, and it felt like you were preying on him. How can I let this go by when this elderly woman is up there and you are just talking to her being disrespectful? Mind you guys, he is the host. He has the power to drop. He has the power to mute. He has the power to even shut off cameras. Where in the blazing bejesus was his thinking process when he saw that train wreck happening? This is what he can go around to everybody else's panel and everybody else's channel and try to tell them what they should have did and how they should have did. Well, brother, you had a responsibility and you dropped the ball. You had a responsibility and you dropped the ball. Then he goes so low to talk about my husband, my kids. I ain't said nothing about this man's kids. I ain't said nothing about this dude is paranoid. This dude has been playing both sides of the fields and he is afraid of moles leaking some things that he said out because he said some nefarious things about the same people that he's kicking it he ha ha, and then they give him redirects. He's said some nasty things about those people. So now that everything happened with KRN, everybody's doing like a damn a mod shit. They're doing roll call. They're doing roll calls now. Everybody paranoid. Everybody that's been in these little group chats. Everybody that's been behind each other's backs, doing the most. That stuff is gonna come out. Especially, I want y'all to understand this. You got Pizarro inviting the Mo3 sector over here to win challenges. You got Lemon over here inviting people in to win challenges. Him and Mika conspiring. My thing is to the OGs and to the OB sector. My goal is to give unmanufactured conversations, and I wouldn't even call it beef. These are unmanufactured conversations that are having. I just take what these people put out here and I try to see how could I turn it into a conversation. Should there be a rule for our elderly people? Like the elderlies are off limits. I hear them always saying, "Oh, well, the kids are off limits." I think elderly and the kids should be off limits, you know? But when they get into their demonic bag, some people they just go to hell with it. And my thing is, y'all need to learn how to roast because I don't have to call your job sugar pie. I don't have to call your job. And he made up a lie. He said, she says she calling my job. Did anybody see me saying, "Hey, ODS, I'm going to call your job" in the chat? He said he saw in the chat me saying that I was going to call his job. Oh, wait. I never said I was going to call his job. He off today. That's what he said. He said he was off today and he showed everybody that he was in Target shopping. Mhm. The reason why everything went the way that it needed to go is because there's a story here. See, he thought it was beef, but it's beyond the beef sector. We're talking about loyalty when our leaders in the community say, Target, they're not honoring, the DEI, and that benefits us all. So if something doesn't benefit me, why would I go to a business that supports something that goes against me? Because that's what he's used to. He's used to going against the grain. When Pizarro then was out here fighting and fighting for their lives. Lady Nika was out here fighting for her wig, the $500 wig that she still haven't found. Out here fighting for it. And where was he at? Nowhere to be found. But when they have a decent panel, they got the numbers and things like that. Guess who shows up? And he showed up last night thinking that he was on his panel over at Lemons. He started just reading the comments. I'm like, oh my God, who gonna tell him that he's not at his channel? This is not a show. Cause y'all, that's the only thing ODS does. Read the comments. He has no commentary for you. I thought it was, hey, you come on here, you give your spiel, give everybody the rundown. The first thing he do is look at these comments to see what the hell y'all saying. Make these content creators work for it. I'm willing to work for it. Make them work for it. Are you being appreciated? Are you appreciated? You know, because there's a lot of tolerating going on around here. A lot of people don't accept a lot of people. They just tolerate them. Okay. I'm not going to be fake. I'm not going to be phony with you. I'm going to let you know what it is. Y'all might not like how I roll up in there and give it up to the people, but guess what? You can't say I'm fake. I ain't going to say it behind your back. I'm going to click that link and I'm going to tell you because I want you to know. I don't want nobody else to come and tell you. I'm going to come and tell you what I just did. When I went over to Pizarro's, I was in the chat. Hey girl, I gave it up. I went live and I talked about you and ODS. Just a heads up, you know? Hey, I just talked about you, but I'm over here watching your channel. What's going on now? What's next? Ain't no shame in my game. Ain't no shame in my game. See, when I'm reading somebody, I can read them. I ain't gotta pull up your mama, your daddy, your sister, your husband, your family. No, none of that. Keep it between me and you. I want the beef on me and you. I want the engagement on me. Just go back and forth. Let's have a conversation. Let's come to a common ground. We're not gonna agree on everything, but it's worth having a conversation. It's worth having a conversation. I can tell you that. But you got these energy vampires out here. And if anybody needs to be canceled, it needs to be ODS. What has he done for the black women? What has he done for y'all? But call y'all all out your name. I mean, when you talk about the Willie Lynch letter, this is a brown skinned man trying to talk about a black woman's skin. When are y'all gonna wake up? And then you got Bobby over there, Bobby the Karen that was over there in KRN's camp. Oh, she was over here. She put the dead faces in the chat. Oh, she was having a blast. She enjoys when the black people go at it. Mhm. Yes, you're the laughing stock. Okay. Why you think you're out here chewing it and oh, I got these views and things like that? Well, guess what? Sometimes those views ain't there to see you. They there to see you fall. Okay. Because how long is it going to last? How many people are going to get a turn to get torn down? When you're doing that, you are showing people your true intentions. You don't like black women. And a lot of these black gays and the black men and stuff like that, they know if you tear down a black woman, you going to get the views. Because as much as black women and women have given birth to these individuals, they just have these traumas that they have not dealt with. And this is their outlet. And they have women here that are traumatized and things like that. And, it's learned behavior. And my thing is, you're not going to just treat me any kind of way. How many times do y'all get to see people sit on a panel and feel like they're going to just have their moment with me and I not say nothing? Baby, I'm stepping up. Who the fuck you think you're talking to? You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay? I'm on here for entertainment. I'm not on here to be led and this, that, and the third. No, I don't need none of that. I'm not begging to be nowhere. I go where I want to. And that's just that on that. Uh-oh. Pink Spirit said, a lot of these older women attach themselves to the men in the sector. Doesn't matter if they are gay or straight. And that comes with like self-esteem and confidence. And, maybe their mom told them they were ugly, or you can't keep a man, or you're only deserving of this. Some women, they haven't had a good man to come into their life and really be a man. See, it's a lot of scrubs running around here. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side. So when it comes to the passenger side, let's think about these panels and these links. Who's these dudes that's up there D-riding? They will sit up and D-ride all evening, all night. They will laugh. They'll kiki. They'll protect each other. All while they will team up against a woman and go at 'em. You bitch, you know what I'm saying? Just give it to him, give it to him, give it to him. It's like the moms who are attached to their sons. Yes, I see a lot of that. I see a lot of that. It's the coddling and, that's why, like I say, I've been letting y'all know through my commentary when I go over there and I see all the ladies, I say, oh, I'm just trying to get over here and coddle with the ladies, You ladies are some coddlers. Y'all ain't no damn competition. Okay. And I just feel like me being a young woman, being married, this would be 7 years for me and my husband. And growing, oh, I gotta save that for I gotta say that for Jackie Christie. After this live, I'm going live on Jackie Christie. I'm gonna say that story for that. But when we talk about the way that people treat you and stuff like that, people know you're not just gonna say nothing to me and I don't fire back. A lot of people, my comebacks, they like, you know what? Yeah, I have people saying, hey, listen, I just want to be friends. I just want to be cool. I just want to be cool because they don't want to get roasted. Because they already know, you come at me, baby, it's up, and I'm gonna drag you for the facts. I don't have to lie roast. I don't have to do any of that. But when I did my competition, a lot of them didn't think that I was gonna succeed through it. A lot of them, they were just hating because I was coming through with a new attitude. I'm fresh meat. I'm giving a fresh perspective. I'm about confidence. I'm about body positivity. I'm about everything. I'm just, when you catch me in a battle, you catch me in a battle. But I'm a girl that's very much so adaptable. I can adapt to any situation. So, yeah, that's just what it is. So, my little things, we're bantering back and forth. My stuff is bantering, you know, it's just bantering. But there's no way that I'm gonna just sit around when something just y'all are just doing something nefarious and I'm not gonna speak up on it. No, you got the wrong girl for that. And that's just how I feel. So those are my thoughts. Those are my feelings. What are your thoughts? Please sound off in the comments to our replay game. We definitely want to thank you. To any of those that have supported via Cash App or anything like that, we want to thank you in advance. Thank you for tuning in to the Queen Tulsa Show. I am your host, Queen Tulsa, and this was your Beef Sector Update, your Beef Sector News. So long.